On this week's Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, we will give you our picks for top rock and metal bands that do the rap rock thing so well that they even get hip-hop fans up and headbanging. Get ready to rock out with your talk out. It's the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Welcome back, everybody, to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, broadcasting live from WNBC. No, I lied.
I don't think we're on the WNBC.
I lied. No, we're not on WNBC, but we are on Rock Rage Radio. Go to rockrageradio.com and download the app. It's free. All right, guys. Yeah, go to rockrageradio.com, download the app. It's free. Download the app. It's free. Download the app. It's free. I should write the jingle. Download the app. It's free. And check it out. Great music programming 24/7. I don't know why it just came out first. I'm in no particular order. wolfscustoms.online. Get custom work done on your musical instrument. You can find them all over social media to check out some awesome designs that the man himself, the legend, Chris Thunderwolf Dotson does. Check him out if you want some cool custom artwork done on your musical instrument. That's the man, Wolf's Customs. Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.com is where you want to go for all things Loudini, including getting involved with things like our Patreon, where you get access to some cool stuff, our private inner circle group, where we get to mix it up with the audience during the podcast and, throw trade insults, basically, right, Lily? That's
pretty much
what we do. Yeah. And our YouTube archive, all kind of cool stuff there. You get on our mailing list, you never miss anything. So check it out, Loudini, rockandrollcircus.com. Some free downloads and stuff as well. Speaking of Rock Rage Radio, we have Lily V6 in the house.
What's up, guys?
And Lily, tell them what you do.
I have a show on Rock Rage Radio.
Just hanging out looking hot all day.
Oh, well, thank you. Rock Rage Radio, I have a show called Hot Licks with Lily 6. It's Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I do some great interviews, and I also play some awesome music, so be there.
Get the hell out.
I know. Surprise.
No.
So,
See,
okay.
we do that.
All right. Lily, you saw the Beach Boys. No, what were they called? The Backstreet Boys.
I didn't see the Backstreet Boys either. I saw New Kids on the Block.
The Backside Boys.
The Backside Boys.
On
Backside
Tuesday.
Boys. Nice.
So how were the Backside Boys?
They were fantastic. So it was actually called the Mixtape Tour. So it was New Kids on the Block, Salt and Pepper, En Vogue, and I can't remember the fourth one.
Backstreet Boys.
It was not the Backstreet Boys.
Rammstein.
No.
It really was a mixtape.
I don't remember. Anyway, they would switch off between bands or groups, so it was like a mixtape. It was pretty cool.
I
like what they
I
did.
see how they did.
I know, surprise, and it was great. I acted like I was not a teenager. I guess probably more like 21 because I got really, really, really drunk at the show.
And Postmortem Butt Plug was on the side stage.
Yes, that was the thing.
You got really
Postmortem butt plug.
You got really drunk at the New Kids on the Back Street.
I did that. Yes.
Wow.
And then I also saw Lita Ford on Saturday.
Hey,
it was something good.
Noise.
Starting to get. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave for a second.
Yeah,
Oh, please.
Just for a second, though. You can come back.
Yeah, you can leave for a second.
Just for a second.
Okay, that's cool. And Pittsburgh Kevin.
Hey, what's
anything
up,
else?
everybody? How you doing there?
You do anything fun this week?
I'm going to have to, really get my ass in gear and do something fun 1 week. So when you ask me, I'll be like, oh, yeah. I
do all
murdered
the
some
things.
nuns. And you'll be like, oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah.
You hung out with the nuns, huh?
No, I murdered some nuns. See, that's that.
I thought you did some nuns.
The penguins. And there goes our
Did
Catholic
we?
endorsement.
We did do the penguin.
Rick Astley. Rick Astley was the other guy at the show.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
Sorry. it
He
just
should
threw
have
me.
come out in between every song.
He did not.
Never gonna trust you up.
But it was great.
And they
Turn around and turn you.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Just sing that one song over. Did he? That's the only song he sang.
He sang like 4 songs,
Wow.
as I recall. But I was very drunk, so who knows?
Yeah.
At least 2. He sang at least 2 songs.
Like when you see double when you're drunk? She heard
That's
double.
That's
So
probably
that's how
it,
that worked
actually.
out.
But it was so much fun.
Yeah.
double, toil and trouble.
Oh my.
Oh, goodness gracious. So, I was sick.
And twisted.
And,
As
and
always.
tired.
sick and tired. And so I didn't do anything great. I binge watched a series, Mr. Mercedes, that I love the book, and so I watched and then I ended up been listening to the book for the second, and it turns out that the second season has nothing to do with the second book at all. But the book was good. I listened to it on Audible. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't really do too much. I was feeling kind of poopy.
You've had poopy.
I had, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I had an eventful week. I was in the hospital. I did all kind of fun stuff.
Look at him, man.
You took a field trip.
Yeah, I took a little field trip to the hospital.
Welcome to your 50s.
Did you also get a ride in an ambulance? Or just
An ambulance?
No.
okay.
Did you get a ride in an ambulance?
Ambulance. Oh, back Betty, ambulance.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that was the folks at the Cannonsburg Hospital. Very nice. This young lady, you know, she,
Were you hitting on her?
Did you take
no,
a...
not at all. She was sticking the thing in my arm.
I'll bet
Excuse me?
she was.
And her
wasn't your
friend is
arm.
like, no, don't do it. I'm like, well, are you guys like practicing on me? They're like, yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
You got to be the guinea pig.
I know.
And then it was very sad. Lou took a turn for the nurse. No!
Zing.
Thank you.
I can't stand you guys.
Oh, my God.
Sorry about that. Just remember, everybody, this is free.
What?
You are getting your money's worth.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. We do this so you don't have to.
Anyways, guys. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump in. They're in no particular order. We're going to be talking about rap rock.
Ooh.
Rap rock. So some of these bands, I'm not sure how much rapping they actually, and I've heard people, I've been corrected by people who told me that Rage Against the Machine is not rap.
Oh, I kind of feel like they are a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a scotch.
I mean,
Like a sprinkling, because they're on my list, so.
yeah, if they're on your list, and they got
on mine
rap.
too. So there you go.
All right, so let's jump in.
Well, let's just start it off with
Let's
a bang
start-
with
there you
Rage Against
go.
the Machine.
Yes.
And when did rap rock kind of like get? So is all new metal rap rock?
I don't know.
There would be people to argue that that's not a thing, but I think it is a thing.
I would say it seems like the two things. Okay, this is on Sputnik Music Forums.
Sputnik, yeah.
Sputnik. What's the difference between a rap metal and new metal? Always thought Project 86 was rap metal, kind of like Art Rage Against the Machine, except for heavier. I don't really know any other rap metal bands except for possibly Element 88. I think new metal is manufactured to make money, while rap metal isn't. Boy, okay, see, this is where...
Debatable.
Yeah, I mean, where are we? What is this? This is Sputnik Music. This is one of those, like, forums, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It's all opinions.
Yeah,
All opinions. Unlike this
When we're
show.
all facts. I'm just kidding.
do you guys like, out there in podcast land, do you guys even like any new metal or rap rock? I mean, I don't know
It's
if
a
you
great
guys,
question.
I don't know if you guys even like that stuff. It was a phenomenon that happened, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like, I mean, some of these bands are really cool, and but I don't know if ultimately how much of an impact it made. Like, isn't it kind of looked back on as a kind of like fad, right? But there is, if you listen to Octane, I mean, let me correct myself. If you listen to Octane, which is like which is on Sirius, which plays the new rock, the new heavy rock and stuff, a lot of those bands are hip hop influenced. A lot of the grooves and stuff that they use, and there isn't a lot of that straight, four on the floor rock and roll type stuff. It's all has a kind of, not all, a lot of it has like some beats and stuff that are influenced, obviously influenced by hip hop, and there are sections of for lack of a better word, rapping. I think like if there was we had an actual rapper on the podcast, they'd be like, that actually is not rap. That's just bullshit. I don't, I'm not a rap spurt.
A rap spurt.
That's a great word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds a little dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I don't know what I even really think. I mean, there were songs. I thought that here's been my thing with hip hop.
Yes.
In rap has always been like, I like the funny. I mean, my rap song that I like is Double Dutch Bus.
You crazy.
I mean, it's the only song that talks about corns on your feet.
You're like, this music's for me.
It's just
Like, yep, I can relate. I can relate about the struggle.
Here's Jude.
Hey, Jude.
Yeah, I read Jude's little thing.
Comment is, think of the difference between fecal matter and vomit, and you're on the right track.
Wow,
He clearly doesn't like the
sir.
genres.
Hey, Jude, what's your problem?
Hey, Jude.
That's your
You're an
It's my
asshole.
Cigarette.
I always is not like good. Is head PE new metal, or are they? What are they? You have to like. We did this thing about different subgenres.
Genre, grenade, yes.
And
Man, this is getting heated.
they're like useless, right? Aren't these titles kind of useless?
Yeah.
Yes. They're
So,
misleading.
anyways, but I always liked rap that was funny. So I will admit it. Like I didn't know. I just thought Limp Bizkit was like a comedy act.
Okay.
So that's how I took it. I never thought that like they were saying anything serious. And so like when people got like all offended about them, I was like, what?
What?
It's a joke. It's joke music anyways. Like it's meant to be
No.
silly.
Apparently not.
It's like over the top. I mean, that is our lyrics with Loudini, by the way, today. We're going to do Nookie, which is a song that I thought it was freaking hilarious. I listened to it, for the hilariosity aspect of it. I wasn't going like, yeah, man, look at what they're doing, man. This is like really,
Well, don't you know songs have to have a purpose now?
Everything
has to have a
It has
meaning.
to have the message. We can't forget the message. Anyways, so to me, a lot of this music, even though sometimes they seem to be raging against machines, to me, it's just kind of fun and funny. I don't really take it all that seriously. It's just not, it's a kind of like, it's like if you wanted to, I don't know, play rap that people who liked guitars would listen to.
Okay.
That's kind of what I thought it was. I mean, something on I don't have this on my list. I'm going to add it once Lily does hers. But there is one on my list that's exactly that. So let's go ahead, Lily. Why don't you jump in with your first pick there?
Which is Rage Against the Machine. Rap rock band formed in L.A. Their songs express their revolutionary political views. As of 2010, they have sold over 16 million records worldwide, so that's probably much more now. They were nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in their first year in 2017, then again in 2018, 2019, and 2021. All the bids have failed. They announced...
Because they suck!
Well, there's that.
I'm kidding.
Rage Against the Machine announced a reunion tour and performed together for the first time in 7 years at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in April 2007. Within the next 4 years, minus a sabbatical in 2009, the band continued to perform at more live venues and festivals around the world before going on hiatus again in 2011. And then after the 8-year hiatus, they announced in November 2019 that they're reuniting for a world tour, which was initially scheduled to start in 2020. Of course, we all know what happened there.
What happened?
What?
COVID.
Never heard of it.
Right. But I will be seeing them this Friday at PPG, so that's why they're on my list.
Oh, there you go then.
Oh. I like this band. We did a few different songs when I was in cover bands of theirs.
I just like their vibe.
But yeah, the riffs are killer and everything. I wish it was a little bit more fun. Boy, they're just so like
Serious.
the world is like.
Yeah. Simmer down.
Yeah. Simmer down now.
Simmer down now.
Simmer down now. Y'all better simmer down.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's just but they got killer riffs. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I love Zach's voice. I just think it's
De La
fantastic.
Roca.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I like looking at him too.
De La Roca. He ain't no Speedy Gonzalez, that's for sure.
It's okay. Luke can say
That
it.
would be
He's-
hilarious if
Here we go.
Oh boy.
when Zach De La Roca left the band,
Yeah.
that they got Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, it's all because of this
fill
podcast
in.
right here.
I'm making it, but who here would like to hear Speedy Gonzalez sing for Rage Against the Machine?
Sign our petition.
Sign my
Come
petition.
in, sign the petition.
So far, we've only got one person talking about my. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, we get some people like that.
That's all. That's all
Sure.
Michael and Kevin. Actually,
My ex-wife is a nun.
that's Michael.
My ex-mother-in-law is an ex-nun.
That's Kevin.
That's me.
Okay. You're not allowed to comment on your own podcast.
Hey, we're interacting with our fans,
Okay.
young man.
Young man.
Children.
You do your thing,
Boys.
Me and Lily.
You do
we'll
you,
our
I'll do
thing.
me. That's what makes the world go around. I respect that.
You're gonna do you.
So,
Children.
pervert.
these Rage Against the Machiners. Anyways, so like I don't know, like I thought it was cool. I thought it was a little serious. Like
It was. They
you
didn't
know,
make it too
chill,
serious.
chill out a little bit. Chill out a little bit.
just relax.
So Kevin,
Hi.
Pittsburgh Kevin,
Hola.
what do you
Hi.
have? What do you have for us?
Hi.
sir?
Hi, Lou. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm going to go with Linkin Park. That's Linkin. I know how to spell Lincoln.
Who gets that reference?
Anybody out there? Anybody?
Let us know. You don't win anything. but
No,
just
no,
let us
no.
know. You'll,
Except
you'll
our
just be cool in our book,
Undying Love.
and we do have a book.
Yes. Linkin Park formed in, was that Agora Hills, California, back in 1996. They rose to international fame with their debut album, Hybrid Theory, which is where I first heard them. Honky the Clown.
Honky the Clown is in the house.
Leave.
Honky the Clown. I like how he has one
Cut your
honk.
honky right off.
He has one honk, two honks, one for each side.
Mm.
Yeah, Honky the Clown. He's crazy. Oh, and Bones is there too.
Bones and Honky are in the corner.
Yeah. You know, I gotta be honest. Linkin Park. I know one song of theirs, and I did get the album.
So this is a podcast that
whole
like none of us
album-
are all that excited about doing.
I was excited. I have all the things.
Okay. Well,
She gets so excited. But
she's so excited.
well, I got excited because I thought it was really cool to hybrid between rap and hard rock. So when I got the album, and like the whole album, it's all kind of sounds the same. Like every song kind of sounds the same. I lost interest.
And I know the song in the
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and there's another one out there. So, somebody died from
I
the
don't
band.
like your
don't
pick,
know.
but that's fine.
You don't like my pick?
No.
You're not linking part.
No, but we already knew that.
It's Linkin.
Lincoln.
Hybrid Theory was their breakthrough in 2000. 4.8 million copies. Nominated for 3 Grammy Awards. Best rock album, best hard rock performance for Crawling. Around this time, Linkin Park performed under a number of high-profile events, such as Oddfest, the Family Values Tour.
Oddfest?
Oddfest.
Interesting.
And their own Project Revolution, which featured such luminaries as Cypress Hill and Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
Snoop
I
Dogg.
remember when that happened.
Dave Farrell rejoined the band. They began working on a follow-up album.
Yeah.
Reanimation was a remix album that features tracks from Hybrid Theory and featured Black Thought and Aaron Lewis. Linkin Park began to write new material whilst completing their extensive promotional tour schedule. They spent some of their free time recording in the studio they had on a tour bus, like the Rolling Truck Stones thing.
That's fancy.
Undertook another Project Revolution, this time with Mudvayne, Blindside, and Exhibit. Was invited by Metallica to play on the Summer Sanitarium tour, along with my heroes, Limp Bizkit.
There you go.
They did a live DVD live in Texas, showcased their live performances on tour. So that is pretty much producer Rick Rubin was chosen to work on their next studio album, the release of which was delayed in 2007. Minutes to Midnight was 14 months in the making and sold over 600,000 copies in its first week on sale. It also went to number 1 on the Billboard 200 album charts. I remember when albums used to sell 600 million copies.
Yeah. Back in my
Those days are over, Lou.
Kids today don't know what a good album is. Now get off my lawn.
Anyway, so they did a whole bunch of touring and stuff, and
They did it by sang some songs.
I'm tired of hearing these two already.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
and Chester Bennington.
What?
He wasn't that his name? Was he in that band? Wasn't he the singer?
That passed away?
Yeah.
Like, okay. You know, you're going to get all the facts here at Loudini Rock Roll Circus. Yeah, okay, sure.
Boy, yeah.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, probably our worst podcast ever. So
You're, again, please remember, it's free.
This is not the
We'll
worst.
try to make
Stop.
you laugh.
So what do you got? So who do I got?
It's your
Oh,
turn.
Oh, it's your turn, Lou.
It's my turn. I was just filling in the gaps for
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Stinking Lincoln.
Stinking Linkin Park.
Okay, we already talked about Gay Against the Machine in Linkin Park.
Wow. That's a good one right there.
Faith no less. Faith no less. I'm never going to be able to read this. Look how small that is.
Look at how tiny that is. We're old.
I need magnifying glass for my internet. Okay, this is the band called Faith No More, and they do got some rap going on.
They
here.
sure do.
And I think probably a little,
Yes.
like maybe a little more. What's the word I want?
Spunk.
Earthier or grittier than say a band like Limp
Puts
Bizkit.
Yeah, legit. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bay Area, California musicians Mike Borden, Billy Gould, Mike Morris, and Wade Worthington formed a band called Faith No More. Faith No Man. A year later, when Worthington was replaced by keyboard Roddy Bottom, and Mike the Man Morris was ousted, the group began calling themselves Faith No More. Okay, Faith No Man, Faith No More because guys left the band. Ha ha ha. Very, very clever, my friends. Everybody complains that I don't do sound effects when I talk, only when the other guys talk.
Oh.
So now I add one more thing that I have to do.
Wow,
You guys know how hard it is for me to read words. After going through a series of singers, which included Courtney Love,
What?
the
I
band was
didn't know
joined
that.
by Chuck Mosley in '83. The same year, Jim Martin was recruited to replace guitarist Mike Bowen. 4-song demo tape recorded '84 led to the band's first real album, We Care a Lot, released on Mortem Records in 1985. I always associate these guys with the '90s, but they had to start.
In the best year ever,
Yeah.
81. Hello.
The year I graduated high school.
It's the year I was born.
Really puts things into perspective. That's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Within a year, the band signed with Slash Records, no relation to the guitarist from Guns N' Roses. '87, their second album, Introduce Yourself, was released. The subsequent tour brought Faith No More a good deal of press in Europe. But when the tour was over, the rest of the band chose to fire Mosley due to his constant drinking, limited vocal capabilities, and squabbles with bandmates. In other words, he sucked.
What's wrong with constant drinking?
Mike Patton, frontman from Eureka, California, band. He was in Mr. Bungle,
I
said
knew
bungle.
that.
not Mr. Bunghole.
Oh, sorry.
Pittsburgh Kevin.
I misunderstood.
As you do.
Excuse me.
That's Mr. Bunghole.
Oh. Oh my. Oh my God.
Oh my God! For those of you that got a Dairy Queen coming out of your
Wow.
right now,
Mr. Softy?
Mr. Softy.
Oh my God.
So, anyways, Patton was in Bungle, hired in January of '89. 2 weeks. I'd written lyrics for the songs. Faith No More was working on their next album, and The Real Thing was released 6 months later. The album was a critical success, and the band toured with Metallica, playing in front of huge audiences.
It's just playing bass.
Even so, it wasn't until the song Epic was released as a single in January of 1990 that Faith No More's popularity took off in the U.S., thanks to enlarged to a heavy rotation of the video, which even received some negative attention for a brief scene of a fish flopping. Yeah, okay. So it wasn't just then. It wasn't just now that we've got people that are like offended by everything. I remember this. At the end of the video, as that piano fade out thing is going on, there's this goldfish flip-flopping around, and people said it was cruelty
That was
to
cruel
animals.
to that fish.
Did you ever go fishing?
Yes.
Okay.
It was fun. Watch it flop around on the deck.
God.
I'm like, I want to eat you later. Oh my.
That's a Pittsburgh Kevin chewing on some fish.
Bones and all.
So, so then they did Angel and Dust. Patented more time to compose and was now composed the songs and now full-fledged member of the band. He's kind of thrown in the beginning. So he had more confidence in the ability to create an album that they wanted. At the same time, Martin began to become dissatisfied with the direction of their music. The music was going in, and often did not show up at scheduled rehearsals. Gould was sometimes forced to fill in guitar parts. The summer of '92, after releasing the album, it's the first single, Midlife Crisis. They played regularly on MTV and radio. It was followed by videos for the B-side Easy, which was very popular in Europe. Easy is a cover of the song Easy by the Commodores.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Jim Martin plays that amazing guitar solo. Pretty much puts his own flair on it, but pretty much plays it note for note. So I'm not going to go through the whole story. There's like 27 pages of
Of history on
this
this
was
one.
basically a band. Their big song was epic, but this was a
It
band
was
that,
epic.
Yeah,
It was.
that had a lot of critical success. Also, I kind of felt like
Yes.
the
yes.
they maintained more rock than a lot of these
Right.
other bands. I mean, they're really kind of like when you really listen to them, they still have that kind of like Black Sabbath, kind of rock and roll kind of thing, heavy rock thing going on. So, anyway, do you guys want to say anything about Faith No More?
I'm
No.
good. I like them. Wish I
Yeah.
could have seen them, but COVID said no.
COVID.
Nay, nay.
Curse you, COVID.
Exactly.
Popped her balloon.
Oh, goodness gracious. That was last week when Lily killed the giant spider.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
Gross. Disgusting.
See, I knew that was going to happen. That's why I wasn't here.
Ugh.
That's what you get for working for NBC. Loudini.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so what do you got?
I have next Crazy Town.
Yeehaw!
American rock band formed in LA in 1995. Crazy Town is best known for their 2000 hit single Butterfly. You all know it, right?
Yeah.
Which reached number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart and helped their debut album, The Gift of Game, sell over 1.5 million units.
You fed unit.
I knew that was coming. The follow-up album, Dark Horse, failed to achieve the same level of success, contributing to the band's breakup in 2003.
Oh.
Wow. The band reformed in 2007 and released their third album, The Brimstone Sluggers, in 2015. Here we go. In 2017, Mazer left the band and Binzer changed the name of the band to Crazy Town X.
Crazy Town!
X.
They're getting crazy up in the town.
Crazy Town is.
I hate you guys. Crazy Town has been noted by journalists and the group itself for its hip-hop sound. Their music has also been labeled as rap rock, rap metal, new metal, and alternative rock.
Yeah.
As of 2014, Crazy Town does not consider itself to be a rock band, but rather a hip-hop group.
Yeah.
False.
False? They don't consider
No,
themselves?
they are definitely
They are definitely
rap rock.
Yeah.
Rap rock. Rap rock. Rap rock. Rap rock. Rap rock.
And Lou's lost his mind. Surprise!
I hear a noise.
This is... Okay.
I don't even know what's going on at this point.
It's like the 20-minute sound effect. We should just play a sound effect and leave.
And how much different would that be than a normal?
I know nothing about this band. And what's the name of the song?
Butterfly. You know the song. If you heard it, you'd know it. Trust me.
You're as pretty as a butterfly.
That's not it.
That's not
So
the
not
Come
it?
My Lady.
Yeah.
Come.
Oh.
Butterfly.
Yeah. All right,
I always
then.
called it Come My Lady.
Lou would Google the song and, well, next
Come
thing
My
you know.
Lady.
Come my lady.
I always hated that when bands have to like name a song and they don't like say any
The
words that
actual
are in the
title.
song.
Yeah.
Right, so now you're totally lost. Bastards.
I mean that's okay when you do that with a movie.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to. In Star Wars, nobody had to go. And these are Star Wars. Like nobody had to say that for you know what it was. But in songs, guys, come on. Can we just stop that?
That'd be funny if they had to. They had to like say the name of the movie in the movie.
Well, that's like some rappers who have to put their name
Oh yeah,
Right.
so you
in
know
all
who
the
to.
songs.
Oh, that's most of them actually. At the very beginning.
Yo, I'm DJ Knucklebutt, and I'm here to tell you.
My butt is hot.
Like Pitbull, he does it all the time.
What do you got, Pittsburgh Kevin?
So now we get into like this weird area. Are they hip hop or are they rock and roll? You know what I mean? And that it's the case with this next band, which is Cypress Hill. Is it hip hop?
Jump Around.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a song by them.
No, that is not. That is not them. I thought it was. That is House of Pain.
House of Pain.
Another band. We're like, are you hip hop? Cypress Hill is Insane in the Membrane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's like, oh,
Boy, you can tell that we're real experts on this subject, everybody.
I heard the
I'm
kids.
just waiting for that edible that I ate to kick in a little bit better.
Wow.
What?
Didn't even share.
Thanks, buddy.
Indubitable.
Wow.
Was it the Reese's one?
I will tell you this. If you get the virus of unknown origin, a great symptom reducer is edibles.
Good to know.
Okay.
Will reduce symptoms and, chill you
Dude,
out.
I'll order a pizza then.
Exactly.
Wow.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, it's
Go
like,
ahead.
hey, sir, I'm trying to talk over here. Yeah, see, like, and like even the Wikipedia is like Cypress Hill is an American hip hop group from Southgate, California. It's very kind of rock and roll, I think, but I could be wrong because
Is that what you feel?
this one time I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken. There it is. But they've sold over 20 million albums worldwide, and of course we all know what the hell was that?
That was a piece of hot meat.
Where the hell am I?
You know where you're at.
You in La La Land now.
Oh, boy.
But,
You're going to die down here.
Yeah. Welcome to the bunghole. Anyway, but we all know the song "Insane in the Membrane." It's very kind of. Was that spider?
Fuck that spider.
That spider and went down, sat beside
No,
her.
he's dead.
Yo.
There was a drummer from Pittsburgh. His name is Spider. Some of you guys will know.
I know who that is.
Go ahead.
Spider. I'm done.
You done? I have nothing to add to that.
Yeah. Right.
I have nothing
What was
to
the
add to
song
them.
again that they did?
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the Brain. That's
See,
all
you
I
know
ever
it. That's
knew
all we know.
of the song. It wasn't something that would come on and I would like crank up. I do remember going to different nights at different like dance nights at
Metropole.
Lava
Love.
Lava Lounge. They would do like a
Metro Lava
90s
Pool.
night or something
Yeah,
like that.
and they had 80s
I
night.
remember dancing to that because it's a fun song to dance to, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. It wasn't music. Like, it didn't have big guitar riffs like Stone Temple Pilots and bands like that. You know what I mean? It was just wasn't really what I was grooving on.
I miss
So,
Lava Lounge.
You did what?
Well, these things happen, Lily. You can't get yourself upset.
I'm gonna. Oh.
You all right?
Stop sneezing on me, weirdo.
Bones, thank you, buddy.
Bones has a little gas problem over
So
there.
the next person that I'm going to mention, the next artist or hip hop rock group that I'm going to mention is highly controversial.
Oh my!
And before y'all knew that he was a conservative, y'all were a lot more cool with him. So let's just put it that way.
It's all y'all's
I
fault.
love Bruce Springsteen. I despise his politics, but I love him, and I don't hold anything like that against him. Some of you folks out there need to get your head screwed on straight. This guy's highly controversial, and I understand why some people don't like him. His name's Kid Rock.
I love him.
And I would drive from Greensburg to Indiana for band rehearsal. Nice. And that's not a sound effect, guys. That's
That
a
was real.
thing. Good
Right
job.
there, buddy. That's a sound
See,
effect.
no.
No, it's not Bones. I'm just kidding.
So, and I started, and so I would listen to the station coming out of Johnstown. So I'd have to start to get kind of close. Mm-hmm. At least get up on Route 22. Then I could pick up
Right.
See, guys, this is before there was no internet.
No satellite back
I mean,
then.
there was. I think there was email like on college campuses.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's what that
that's how long ago it was.
And there was nothing like that. There was no satellite radio, of course, or anything like that. So you just try to pick. So I liked Quick Rock because, in the name, and I would love to somebody if you could somebody chime in the comments, let me know. They had a show that they did from 10 o'clock at night to 2 o'clock in the morning where they played like shit you didn't. Just like bands were coming out new. Stuff that they were kind of predicting might be big or whatever. And I heard a lot. It was the first place I heard the Foo Fighters. It was the first place where I heard a lot of cool stuff. But they started playing this song called "I Am the Bull God."
Oh my!
And I was like, "This is a really cool song." And it's like this thing where sometimes I would hear it just as like I was losing the channel.
Right.
But eventually, I got to hear this, and so I just really dug the song. And then they played "Ba with the Ba," and I'm like, "Man, these are some killer riffs. This band is really cooking." And the rap, I'm kind of digging. Like it's kind of dirty and fun, and like okay, So it's
Not
like,
serious.
yeah, not serious.
Yep.
So I bought the album called "Devil Without a Cause."
Yes.
And the band I was playing with, this sucks, and if you have a band, like, don't make any member of the band run sound and play in the band at the same time. But that's what I was doing. I was like setting up the PA, I was the carrying the PA, and I was running the PA, and I was playing guitar. So it was a little confusing. But anyways, so I would when I would get the speakers to make sure everything was working, I would put a CD in. Again, there's no MP3 player.
Right.
There was none of that.
Old school.
So I'd put a CD in, and it would have to be a CD. So because I was doing it, I was doing all the work. I'm going to play my own goddamn music.
Exactly.
So I would play this record, "Devil Without a Cause," and the guys in my band were like, "That fucking sucks, man." I'm like, guys, I'm telling you, this record's going to be huge. This is going to be, This is gonna be fucking dynamite. So after I got the record too, I was turned on to Cowboy before anybody had ever heard it.
I used to dance on the bar to
It's a
that.
fucking cool jam, dude.
Seriously.
Wow.
And it's just a really cool. It's just like a rock band with a rapper out front. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just like that's what they do. Do you guys remember the female blues artist Shannon Kerfman?
Yes.
I don't.
Well, she was Kid Rock's guitarist for.
Really?
In fact, she might still be on. She might be in the Brown
Like
Trucker
involved?
Band. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So she became his guitarist. So in any case, that's like it. I just think it kicks ass. That album is really good. Later on I found out that he was actually more of a straight up rapper. Leading up to that, I had no idea. To me, this was my introduction to him.
Right.
I didn't really like any of that other stuff he had out. We ended up covering a couple of songs. The guys in the band all ended up loving that
Of
record.
course they
See?
did. Of course they did.
And me and our bass player JT, we would listen to that on the way to and from rehearsal. We would also listen to Rammstein. And
Rammstein.
that was the other record I would play over the sound system.
What a contrast.
That's
And that's a great album.
Wow.
That with the album, I can't remember the name of it. It's one with Du Hast.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Kid Rock has, his musical journey is kind of like, all over the place. Encompass underground Detroit rap, heavy metal, country rock, and by finding the perfect blend of all three, he turned an underwhelming career into a huge success. From early controversy, over sexualized, dude, it's
Hardly.
sex, drugs,
Sexy.
and
Rock and roll.
Sex is the
Right.
first word in sex, drugs, and rock and
Just
roll.
saying.
Detroit D Nice.
D nice. These nuts.
He was born Robert James Ritchie in 1971 in Romeo, Michigan, a small rural town north of Detroit Metro. His father was a car dealer who owned a 6-acre orchard where the young Ritchie would work along with his 3 siblings. He became interested in hip-hop in the 80s, joining a breakdance crew and teaching himself to rap and DJ. From there, he began performing at local parties as part of a rap group called the Beast Crew and met D Nice, a member of KRS One Boogie Down Productions. This led to an opening slot at BDP concert, and D Nice, who was signed to Jive Records, helped Kid Rock land a deal with the same level. So he was really influenced by Licensed to Ill, right? So you can kind of hear that. That's a band that combined rap and rock.
Yes,
for sure.
Beastie, it's on my list.
Yeah, okay. So, but anyway, so Devil with Out of Cause. I just referenced it. It's and I mean, there's Pitcher is even on Pitcher.
Pitcher?
Can you explain Pitcher? We played it in the first two. We played it twice already. Play Pitcher
again.
He had this little dude, literally a little dude, played along with him, Joe C.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So it was like a travel. It was like a kind of
a circus.
It was
a freak show.
Or like a freak show. You have to admit, like it was wildly entertaining. Anyway, so then he followed up with Rock and Roll Jesus and all these different things. I'm not going to get into Kid Rock's entire life, but I think you should really check out Devil Without a Cause. I think it's a really good. Oh, by the way, Eminem guests on that album too, which is interesting. He even blurts out at one point in the song they do together, "I'm rapping to rock guitars," which is something that Eminem was not
known for.
No, we didn't know any of that. So anyway, a Kid Rock. Lily V6. I want to go too many more. We're just going to go like one more round.
Okay.
One more round. Well, let me see if I have a better pick than that.
We're not going to turn the whole show.
All right, I'm going to go with Methods of Mayhem because I have to mention Tommy Lee and anybody from Motley Crue in any capacity. So, American.
I have a question about Tommy Lee after this. So go ahead.
I hope I have an answer. Formed in 1999 by Tommy Lee, who had who had temporarily quit his position as Motley Crue's drummer. He formed Methods of Mayhem on the eve of the divorce from Pam Anderson. Their first self-titled album was released in late 1999 and went on to be certified gold. It featured appearances by Fred Durst, Crystal Method, You God, Kid Rock, Snoop Dogg, Lil' Kim, George Clinton, and Mix Master Mike.
Mix Master Mike.
Nikki Six said it's pretty good for what it is. I'd guess you call it rap rock.
That's a glowing endorsement.
I mean, that's nice for him.
Yeah.
That's kind. Yeah. The band disbanded in September 2000. In March 2009, Lee announced that he was reforming Methods of Mayhem and would start recording new music. A live performance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno saw Morgan Rose of Sevendust playing drums. And we're going to skip some of this. On April 2nd, 2019, it was announced that Lee had resurrected the project and has plans to release a new album in the future. Nothing yet. We're in 2022. The band's self-titled debut featured a rap metal style, while a public disservice announcement was more varied in style, covering genres such as rap rock, new metal, and dance rock. So
okay, Methods of Mayhem.
And there it is.
Okay, speaking of Mayhem,
Yes?
Pittsburgh Kevin.
That's me.
You got one more?
Yeah, I got one more here. And we briefly talked about these guys, and we're talking about those guys who taught us that you need to fight for your right to party. It's the Beastie Boys, everybody. Beastie Boys are an American rap group. No, let's be honest.
Who probably influenced everybody here.
Yeah.
On this list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant me and Lou and you.
Well, probably
they
you guys,
influenced
not
because
me.
I learned I had to fight for my right. Sometimes it gets sabotaged.
That was fun. I covered that. I did that in the band, and I was the guy
oh,
who
yeah.
got to sing
it's
it.
It's a relatively easy song, but it's like hard hitting and stuff like that. But these guys formed in 1981. The group was composed of Michael Diamond. You know him better as Mike D. Adam Yauch. You know him better as MCA. And Adam Horovitz. Nice Jewish boy. You know him better as Ad Rock. They blah 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 blah, and blah blah blah. Because it's like 27 freaking pages long, Lou.
Only 27.
These guys when I remember they first came out, you weren't quite sure what to make of them. Is it a joke? Are they rap? Are they rock and rollers? And then you listen to the song and you're like, oh. And then it would come up with other stuff and you're like, whoa.
Intergalactic planetary.
I'll bet when they came out in 1981, I wasn't born yet.
Stop it, Lily.
You weren't even sperm.
I was, because I was born in the last day of 1981.
Why do you taunt us
I
with
thought
your
you were born in
youth?
1985.
81.
I said 1985. You said it's a good year. I said it's the year I graduated high school. You said that's the year I was born. Didn't she, Kevin?
I said 81, actually.
I said 85.
He
You went,
did not-
that's the year I was born.
He did not graduate in 81. I was
He
there.
also didn't
He was
listen to
not
what I
graduating.
said. There's a shock.
He barely graduated in 85.
No, you didn't listen to what I said. You thought I said 81. That's
No,
what
I
said.
was reading what it said.
I was reading something else. See?
Oh my God.
You crazy.
I don't know why we're never on the
Mommy,
same
Daddy,
page.
stop fighting. Ooh.
Eat it.
Okay.
Eat it.
My sister was born in 85.
Oh, so maybe that's what you were confused about.
One
I
last
wasn't.
one. I'm going to make this
Do it.
quick.
Hurry up.
We're going to fuck
Do
around
it.
with this bullshit.
Yeah.
These guys, man, have been like, they show up in movies and everything. These are kind of
okay.
ubiquitous with rap rock.
Ubiquitous.
Is I know I say ubiquitous. I never use the word ubiquitous in my real life, but I get to use it on the podcast a lot, and that makes me very happy.
There you go.
Spell it.
No clue.
Okay.
Y-O-U
No. Stop. You're done.
B-I-C-K U-Tush.
Red Hot Chili Peppers formed in 1983, American rock band consisting of Anthony Kiedis, John Frusciante, Flea, and Chad Smith. Okay, who does drum battles with Will Smith?
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell. Not Will Smith.
With Will Smith.
Will Smith would slap his face.
Will Smith be like,
He would slap his face.
get your drum
Get
set.
your drum set out my mouth. No, out your mouth. All right. That's
They formed. Peppers were originally named Tony Flo and the Miraculously Majestic Masters of Mayhem.
that was a mouthful.
Yeah. The original band members were Anthony Kiedis, Heil Slovak,
Yeah.
Flea, and Jack Irons, all of whom had attended to Fairfax High School. The band's first performance involved Kiedis rapping a poem over the band's improvisations. Slovak and Irons left the band to concentrate on another band. What is this? So Flea and Anthony recruited Cliff Martinez and Jack Sherman. Slovak returned, blah, blah, blah. Debut album. Produced by Andy Gill of the band Gang of Four, released in 84, initially sold 25,000 copies, and the supporting tour was a fiasco, which ended with Jack Sherman being fired. Second album, Freaky Style, 85, produced by George Clinton. Now that makes a lot
There
of
you
sense,
go.
of course. Recorded in Detroit, Rock City. Yeah. The release failed to reach the charts the following year. Kiedis fired Cliff Martinez from the band. He was eventually replaced by Jack Irons when Jack Irons rejoined the group. Damn, they can't
Yeah.
make up their minds.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Mother's Milk is
back.
the record the first record
Yeah.
where I became aware of them. Slovak had died,
What?
so they brought in D.H. Pellegrin from the Dead Kennedys, of just sort of as a fill-in.
Ironic.
Dwayne McKnight, former guitarist of P-Funk, was playing with them for a while. Neither stayed long. Pellegrino's friend John Frusciante auditioned for the guitarist role. With 3 weeks until the recording of the next album was due to begin, the band was still without a permanent drummer. A friend of the band introduced him to Chad Smith. And the rest is history. Chad is like a really sought-after drummer. He's on tons of record. He's on the new Ozzy. He's been playing actually with Ozzy for a while. He's done tons and tons of stuff. He's a real kind of go-to drummer.
He was in
out
Chicken
there.
Foot, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw them.
Did
But
you?
anyways, there's a lot of quittings and coming backs and all kind of stuff.
Comings and goings.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of comings and goings. So I'm not going to get into everything about it, but that's that. They were right from the beginning. They were a guitar band that rapped.
Yeah.
They didn't rap on everything.
Right.
It wasn't
Right.
rap the whole time like Rage Against the Machine. And that's another thing with some of these bands is that mixture of the actual
Right,
vocals. Just like today you have metal bands that mix the sort of extreme singing with the more traditional
Yeah.
singing.
I love that.
I think that's cool. So anyways, so let's have a little fun.
Here we
Let's have a
go.
little fun.
It's
Till-
time.
Till Daddy takes her T-Bird away.
Oh, my. Here we go.
Oh man, I shouldn't have had that last hit of crack.
No?
You always say that.
Yeah.
It's
I
like you
told you
never
that story
learn.
about the guy that said that his friend handed him a pipe for that weed, and
Yes.
as he was lighting, he said, "Oh, there might be a little crack
Yes,
in there."
I did mention that.
Wow.
Just a little. What's a
Just
little
a
crack
little.
between friends?
yeah,
Warning: drug references.
yeah.
So this was a fun song. We did not have Limp Bizkit on our list because
Yeah, we
You know-
did.
we did.
Wasn't it the first band we did?
No,
No,
Linkin
it was
Park.
Rage.
Oh,
Rage
yeah,
Against
yeah.
the Machine, then Linkin Park.
We talked about Limp.
Yeah, we talked about. We didn't really get.
didn't
Nobody
really
should
go into
actually
it.
talk
Okay,
about
all right.
Limp.
We did, they're not
honestly.
on the list.
Boy, do I feel stupid.
So this is a this is I think is a really great again, like to me, I never took any of this shit seriously. Like I thought it was meant to be fun and funny and goofy. I never Did we grow up with goofy bands? Were there goofy bands in the 70s and 80s? There had to be.
Probably.
There has to be. I'm drawing a
Well,
blank
yeah.
at the moment, but there had to be those bands that were kind of silly, but like Devo. But
Okay.
Devo's actually
Yeah,
a really
yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
musician, so that kind of doesn't count. But you know what I mean? You know guys know what I'm talking
Yes,
about. You know,
yes.
silly
Yeah.
fun, like nobody, I don't know, Leif Garrett, Sean Cassidy, that type of stuff. So I equated that with this.
Yes.
This with that, or whatever. Check 1 2. Check 1 1 2. I came into this world as a reject. I got to turn this music off in the background.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause we
It's
want to
just-
hear
it's
your
messy.
voice.
Well,
and
it's just-
only your voice.
It's oh God! I
Jesus.
can't. We're probably being blocked right now.
Don't say
Probably
anything. Nobody will
hears.
notice.
Yep. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, so let's get into it, man. This is Nookie. I came into this world as a reject. Look into these eyes, then you'll see the size of the flames. Size of them. Dwelling on the past. It's burning on my brain. Everyone that burns has to learn from the pain. Hey, I think about the day my girlie ran away with my pay when my fellas came to play. Now she's stuck with my homies that she fucked, and I'm just another sucker with a lump in my throat. Hey, so before I get too far, like, I mean, girlie ran away with my pay when
Right.
fellas came to play. Now she's stuck with my homies that she fucked. So, like, okay, and I guess fucked and sucker rhyme. I get
Maybe.
with my pay,
Yeah.
play, pay,
Yeah.
day. Oh, the first one is days.
Okay, there you
Day, pay, play.
Right.
So I think this is where some of the people, some folks, they go like, this is really cheesy. And it is.
Yeah. Just a little.
That's why it's on lyrics with Loudini. Like a chimp, I'm a chump. Like a chump, like a chump, like a chump, like a chump, like a chump. Okay, so just a chump. So he's a chump because
Okay.
this, chick is, banging his homies instead of banging him.
Sure.
So he's like a, what's the word they use today for that? Simp.
Oh, sure.
Cuck.
A cuck.
Cuckold.
Should I be feeling bad? No. Should I be feeling good? No. It's kind of sad. I'm laughing stock of the neighborhood. Neighborhood. And would you think that I'd be moving on? Move it. But I'm a sucker. Like I said, fucked up in the head. Not. And maybe she just made a mistake. And I could give her a break. My heart will ache either way. Hey, what the hell? What you want me to say? I won't lie. I can't deny. I did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. So
Yeah.
you could take that cookie and stick it up your yeah. Stick it up
Whoa.
your yeah.
Yeah.
Stick it up your yeah.
Yeah.
Stick it up. I did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. So you can take that cookie and stick it up your yeah.
Yeah.
Stick it up your yeah.
Yeah.
Stick it up your.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
There
Mom.
was-
Why
yes.
did it take so long? Why did I wait so long? Huh?
Huh? What?
To figure it out, but I did it. And I'm the one underneath the sun who didn't get it. I can't believe that I could be deceived, but you were. By my so-called girl, but in reality, had a hidden agenda. She put my tender heart in a blender. So, okay, we're rhyming agenda with blender.
Oh, well.
Blenda.
Blenda. See, there you go. Yeah.
Until I surrendered.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
imperfect rhyme.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
then they do the like a chump.
You know. But,
Okay, I did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. Come on. So you could take that cookie and stick it up your
Yeah.
Stick it up your
Yeah.
Stick it up your
Yeah.
I did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. Come on. So you could take that cookie and stick it up your
Yeah.
Stick it up your
Yeah.
Stick it up your yeah.
Yeah.
And just stick it up your.
that's
So
it.
That is Nookie.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I
There's
forgot
more.
there's a
Hold
bridge. Oh my God.
there's more.
This is like a Stairway to Heaven.
Yes.
This is like Stairway to Nookie.
It's It's a whole story.
Stairway to Nookie. You need to go to Nookie
Just
house.
that
I
stairway
mean,
to
like
Nookie.
for the bridge, guys, I need some more wine.
Yeah, you do.
If I'm going to continue with this, this is really terrible. It's really awful.
It's longer than you thought. Ah, zing.
It's because it's a fast kind of song. I'm only
that's really
human.
funny.
It's so easy for your friends to give you their advice. They'll tell you, just let it go. It's easier said than done. I appreciate it, but I do. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Nothing's going to change. You can go away.
Yeah.
I just going to stay here and always be the same.
Yeah.
And nothing's going to change, so you can go away.
Yeah.
And so, okay.
Oh, we gotta go back.
And then he does
And
it
you
all.
get the idea.
Then he does it all for the Nookie,
sure
so you can take
does.
that cookie, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Wow, that man's a lyricologist.
Is in the history of terrible lyrics.
Yeah.
This might be one
Is
of
it
the
up there?
worst. We were. Oh yeah, and it's not even as entertaining as say something like
Poker face.
poker face. Oh, do we lose our connection to? Are we still on?
Uh-oh.
This
No.
says we have no internet.
Nope.
Nope.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a song,
Okay.
and we're gonna let this reconnect and do whatever it has to do, and then we're gonna come back in a minute.
Reconvene.
Okay? We shall reconvene in about 4 minutes. All right, guys. We'll see ya here in a minute. Crawling inside and balling down the tomb of your love. This game we're playing is got me praying to the gods of magic and drugs. This nerd boy's waited by your door unsated to enter your holy place. The portal now opens. His hands filled with tokens to win a glance from your face.